coming up in the EPL this coming weekend is Manchester United versus Manchester City. That's going to be a Manchester derby. So I want to ask you, what do you think the match will offer? What do you think of the match?
I think the match is going to be cleanly contested, as we know how derby has always been in England. So for Manchester City, we know that the two teams, they are not playing to fans' expectation.
Okay.
But if we still compare the two together, if we still compare the two, I think Man City is still better than Man U in terms of the way they play and how they grind out the results.
Okay.
So, and looking at the match that is coming up, I think Man City still has an edge over Manchester United.
All right. So for that match, Manchester United will be missing Casemiro. He will not be playing. So do you think Man U will be affected by his absence?
They might actually not be affected because looking at their new signing, Sofian Amrabat, he is a quality player that is up to the task. He showed his quality at the World Cup. It was the World Cup that a lot of people that has not been able to have been following Amrabat, but not as keenly as the game he played at the World Cup. So from that World Cup, so people have been trying to know who this guy is. So he's a kind of quality player that I believe that can fit in. So it might not be the problem that Manchester United is going to have against Man City. Is their ability to convert all their chances, the ability to create the chances himself. Will Bruno Fernandes be up to his game? Who are you pairing with Bruno Fernandes? Because that's always been the problem of Manchester United. Who you are pairing with Bruno Fernandes? Are they defining they are not defining their roles in the field. So you see them colliding and the whole thing is being shambled. So if they can understand their roles and their games very well, and they don't mess up from the defense, their goalkeeper doesn't mess up, I think it's going to be a nice game.
All right. The major strength of Manchester City, who they will be playing on Sunday, is always in the midfield. And now they will be missing. Now Rudy is back in the team, but De Bruyne is still missing. Now, and Manchester United has some quality players in the midfield too. If they get their plot well, they are very good players. Do you think it's going to be a fight of the midfield?
It might be a fight of the midfield, but you know, Man City has very better options. They can take the game away from the midfield, introducing Jeremy Doku and Phil Foden left and right. You understand? So if they take the game out of the midfield and spread it around and counter attack from left and right, the question we should be asking ourselves is, can Manchester United stop Phil Foden and Jeremy Doku if they decide to flank them? You understand? So, because you know, if you want to fight from the midfield and discover that the game is 50-50 in the midfield, you have the chance to spread your game. Right. So if Manchester City spread their game, looking at using Jeremy Doku with the quality he has, can Manchester United hold them? Looking at their problems, injury problem with the defense. You understand? So I don't see them being able to hold Jeremy Doku back. So I think that is where Manchester United need to look very well deep into.
All right. Now let's look at Manchester United defense. It seems with the recent injury problems that is rocking Manchester United now, they've reintroduced Maguire into the team. But they'll be playing against Manchester City that has options in their attack, and with this kind of player, Haaland, even if he's not scoring that much yet, we know the threat he can possess against any defense. Now, do you think the defense combination of Maguire and whoever they want to pair him with will be able to contain Haaland and other attacking combinations they want to?
I think looking at Manchester United recent defense now, with the coming back of Harry Maguire into the team, I think we've always known Manchester City that they are good at midfield and attack-wise. But what I discovered is that in the last match that Manchester United played, I think the defense they used was Johnny Evans, Harry Maguire, and Lindelof. Okay. And I don't know the other.
I think they used Varane.
Varane, did Varane play? No.
Okay.
No, he was not there. He was not there. So, and looking at that defense, if this is the kind of defense that is still going to come up against likes of Haaland and Julian Alvarez.
Yes.
But I think that the match that is coming up, the person that will be a big threat is that Alvarez, which people might not focus on him. Though people will have known that Haaland is a very good, is a striker, has always been their
target man.
Their target man. So, but Julian Alvarez is a kind of player that whenever he gets the ball, either at the edge of the box or inside the box, he finishes very well. And is a kind of player that has a very good footwork.
Yes.
So, but looking at that Manchester United defense, I think Manchester United will just try. But I don't think they will be able to contain the likes of Alvarez, Haaland, and that particular guy, Jeremy Doku. I think, looking at it, though they might be lucky to get draw, by in my own perspective, they might be able to get draw.
Let's look at Manchester United attack now. They have. We are very sure that they have good players in their midfield, players that can combat and that can deliver passes. But recently, they've been having issues with converting their chances. Now, do you think this particular attack will be able to offer them what they need against Manchester City, knowing well that Manchester City has a good defense?
I wish the Manchester United attackers give the fans what they need. But looking at the way looking at those players that are scoring for Manchester United now, you will see that it has been midfielders. I think in the last match, McTominay still scored.
And Dalot.
And Dalot. So I think the coach still has a lot to do about most especially the front three. And I believe that, I think Odegaard is still doing well. It's just that Rashford was not, since the beginning of the season, he has not been on top of his
form. They are not playing clear-cut passes to Odegaard. Most of the passes he's seeing, they are not clear-cut. They are passes he has to still struggle.
Second ball.
I think if those front three get themselves right, and there is no selfishness in their game, I think they could put a surprise to.
All right. Now let's look at. I want us to go back to the Champions League final that occurred between Inter Milan and Manchester City. Onana was a defining factor. He played so well that it made it difficult for Manchester City to establish their play with his ball playing techniques. Do you think, with the issues around him presently at Manchester United, do you think he will be able to be confident enough to replicate what he did in that final?
In the next 3-4 games, he won't even dare to
do that.
Because the performance of the team, Corona with his own errors, had given him this low confidence that even a straight ball that he always carry with confidence has been scoring against him so I don't really understand. The thing is, we need to let Onana become a goalkeeper first, stay a goalkeeper first before we can let him start playing with the defense. But he still needs to discover himself back. There's a confidence that the defense is okay. You understand? But with what Manchester United is having, I don't even see Onana giving us all those ones that he used to give. But it would have been an additional for Manchester United, because there have been a game that Onana had an attempt. If the striker scored that ball, Onana launched a pass.
That should have been an assist.
That should have been an assist. He launched a pass from his position straight to a striker, but he missed that chance. If he had scored that chance, it would have been. So we want that kind of Onana to support, but with what is happening in Manchester United, Onana wouldn't even try it as what is happening right now.
All right, we are still on Onana, because I'm very sure that Onana will be a defining factor in that match, either positively or negatively. We know what he can do against any team if he's in his best, right? But with what is happening now, he is saying that Onana should be more cautious, should not play the passing techniques he's used to, because we know that that is his strength. He's not used to kick and follow. But if he's going to stick with the kick and follow because of the issues around him, yet, do you think he will be giving them the best at Manchester United?
I don't think so, because I think Manchester United coach, manager, would not want Onana to change that
Start.
that style, that playing style, because that was the reason why he brought him into the team. So it's just that the Manchester United coach has to work on the way he will be playing with the
Defense.
yes, with the defense, because I discovered that this guy usually have problem whenever they are playing all these passes at the back. Maguire, at times he might have a kind of a wrong position. So I think there should be a kind of a good communication between the goalkeeper and the defense. Probably they do that in the training and they bring that into the match.
Okay. So what do you think will be the strengths of Manchester City going into that match?
Yeah, well, like I said, the attack from Doku to Alvarez to Haaland, and their midfield, Rodri coming in is a very good midfield coordinator, so he's going to coordinate very well. So if Manchester United can handle that, we can hold on the pressure, then we could see what they.
So you see the attack as the major strength.
The major
going into
strength.
What do you think will be the strength of Manchester United going into that match?
What will be their strength is their strength will be in that midfield. If they can curtail Manchester City from playing in that midfield, yes. Because if they play very well in that midfield, there will be a limited number of passes that will get to Haaland or Alvarez. So they should try to work on that midfield. If they work on that midfield, I think they should be able to at least curtail Manchester City.
Okay, what's your prediction going to that match?
Look, considering that it is a derby, I think I'm seeing it as 2-1 in favor of Manchester City.
Okay. All right. What do you think of the match? What is the prediction?
2-1 as well.
In favor of
Manchester City.
no